Okay, this is very close up. Okay, you guys wanted a stick and poke tutorial, so here it is. Before I start with the stick and poke tutorial, if you want a design done, a proper good artistic design, go to a shop and pay for it to get done, because stick and poke will always look a little bit shabby. Maybe shabby isn't the right word, because I really love stick and poke, but it has a look to it, and big elaborate designs or anything with like intricate line work isn't necessarily going to work with stick and poke. There are some really talented stick and poke artists out there. My aspirations. So first of all, here is some stick and poke tattoos I've done. But you can see with practice, so this was a year ago and this is now, and obviously my line work's a lot better. I personally prefer stick and poke because it's definitely more of a personal thing. If I have an idea for a tattoo that means something to me, it's... What the fuck? The majority of my tattoos that I have are in reference to like a certain part of my life or a person in my life. I find the act of tattooing that design on myself more personal and it means more to me. Also, I find they hurt less. But I don't know if because I'm tattooing myself and I'm like concentrating, that's probably why. Let's do some equipment things, okay? First thing you'll need are needles. I use proper tattoo needles that I get from eBay. And they come like in sterilised packaging. I buy multi-pack, so I get loads of different size needles and then I just decide how thick that I want the lines. Ink from eBay and ink pots. If you're going to buy tattoo ink and needles, do pay a little bit more, don't just get the cheapest ones, because obviously quality of needle and ink is important. Vaseline, need that for greasing yourself up and that. Stencil paper, this is from eBay as well, like 99p for like 10 sheets or something. So if you've got like more elaborate design, or say for instance I'm tattooing an area of myself that's a bit warped and I can't hand draw it on, I will use this and like stencil it over. Then I'll get deodorant stick, deodorant my arm, and then like place the stencil on. I don't know where I heard about deodorant in your arm from, but it works real well for stencil paper, so yeah. Important, gloves. These are like powder-free latex gloves, 100 pairs. They were like 99p from eBay, honestly. eBay, love it. You don't want no gammy tattoo. I mean, you can just use the needle on its own, but I don't find it gives me enough jabbing balance. Yeah, before I set up, I wash my hands, I make sure the area is clean, I make sure my skin's clean, I make sure that the stencil's right, exactly the way I want it, and then I put my gloves on and open the needle so that it's all clean, all sterilised, and then the needle goes on, hold it in place with elastic bands, and then it won't move as much. And then you go at it. So I took a video of me in doing my stick and poke earlier. Important things that I don't think I mentioned in the video, because I don't even think that I spoke much, I was kind of just like in the zone. Stretch the skin and then poke at an angle. I find that the ink goes in a lot better if you go at a small angle like that. Dip your needle in the ink every like 8 pokes, because you might find that you're poking and you just end up with holes and no ink's going. Yeah, I usually use a solution of washing up liquid and water in a spray bottle to clean the ink as I go. But on this video I'm using a wipe, which I don't usually use, but I lost my bottle, so you see me wiping, it's just a baby wipe. Bad habits, man. So some people like this look, they like dotty first go look, but like I prefer it like straighter, so now I just kind of go over everything again to like even it up, so like if I see a gap I'll kind of fill it in a little bit. It does take practice. You will find after your first go around of your stencil there will be a lot of gaps and you'll have to go over. I usually go over mine like 2 or 3 times to get them the thickness that I want. I hope this was informative to you and I actually taught you things you didn't know, because I feel like stick and poking is quite obvious. I just need to stress the fact that you need to be clean because they can get infected and they do go gross. Yeah, okay, happy poking. Goodbye.